Here we go. I don't see us, but we're here live right now.
We're
I
in
see you
front of
in the
you.
comment sections.
We're like ghosts.
Can you?
It's not even.
All right, let me get it. All right. How's
That's
that?
weird, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are right there.
Can you hear us? Okay, I hear us, so I know you can hear us. Excuse the technical difficulties. We are working really quickly to make sure we get it all worked out. But hey, welcome. My name is Jose Rodriguez. I am the founder of Rescue a Generation. We are so excited to be with you today, and we hope you are ready. Now, I see this is my guy Chris right here.
What's good,
I know you can't
everybody?
see him yet, but you will in a second. And here is what I know. I know there is some people in the comment section that are ready for today. Now, here's what I need to know. I need to know what grade you are representing. What grade are you from? Tell me what grade you're from. I am waiting. I'm looking for your grades. We know there's about a 20-second lag right here. But what grade are you representing today? Here we go. Somebody said, when is the giveaway? We're going to get into all the giveaways and everything in just a little bit. It's going to be pretty amazing. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Emmanuel Flores. Hello there. Hello,
grade.
Raymond.
We see 8th grade.
Eighth
Cameron.
grade? Okay. I see some 7th graders. We got some 8th graders. Somebody said they are pumped. Okay, 12th grade,
All right,
10th.
there
Oh,
we go.
now here we go. You see them going now, Brandon?
I
They
got it.
are moving. That's what I'm talking
Listen.
about. All right.
9th grade, 10th
Now,
grade.
do you, Chris, you flew all the way out here.
All the way.
From
This-
where?
I flew all the way from Virginia. So like this morning, I was literally on the
Woo!
other side of the
The
nation.
other side.
But I'm here today, and I'm glad to be with y'all.
Look,
so what's up?
We had to bring him to the West Coast, the best coast, right?
Hey.
So that he can come and represent the East Coast to you all today. Y'all, they are going in
Yo,
on the
so-
comment
I mean, they're
section.
going lit.
I'm loving it. All right.
So many different grades.
All right. I see Nat Cross. I see Kevin Melendez. All right. Tori, I mean, it's moving quick. I just know I see you in the comment
Right.
section. Now, this is my brother from another mother, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I mean we're twins.
Twins.
In the belly.
In
That's
the
where
belly.
we match.
Yeah. But we are brothers, and this is my guy, Brendan Christopher Allen. And y'all, it's going to be a lot of fun today. Now, here's Brendan, let's give them some ground rules.
Okay.
Let's prepare them for what's about to happen today, all right?
All right, so listen, the rules are really simple. Here's number one: engage. That's how we know if you're participating. That's how you can win a possibility to get a prize. And that's how we know that we're having a good time. So when we ask questions, engage. When it's time for you to chat back, engage. When you just don't have anything to say, engage. That's how we
Come
know
on.
that we're doing something positive. Now, we know engagement is important, but what's more important is respect. Listen.
Watch yourself.
Oh,
Don't get in no
listen,
trouble.
Don't get crazy.
Now,
don't
here's the
get
thing.
crazy.
You can disqualify yourself from
Uh-huh.
winning a prize by being disrespectful today, right?
Absolutely.
What are we giving out that they would want to win?
See, we have a prize. Come on, guys. Right here of AirPods. AirPods waiting for you. We have new and not just AirPods, AirPod Pros.
Pro.
Yes.
We will send them directly to your school and get them to you if you stay engaged and make sure you are keeping it respectful the entire way. Now, we got a few people that are going to come and speak today.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I saw Michael, I think it was Melendez, said, "Can I get a shout out from my Instagram?" Go follow us, and then
We actually might do some reposts because we have a little way
Yeah.
that you can connect with us today. So you might get a repost today on IG for sure.
All right. Anything we're missing?
Now, you know what? Here's what we really want. Like, let's get serious.
No.
Listen, guys. Today is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be full of energy, but most important, we need to connect with you. And the only way we can connect is if you're paying attention, you're giving us your energy. It's like a bank. You know the saying, it's like a bank. I don't know if any of you have a bank account, but the only way that you can get money, yeah, I know you do. Only way you can get money out of the bank account is if you put money in. If you're trying to get money out of the bank account without putting money in, then you're robbing the bank. And then we got another problem. But if you really want to get money out, you have to put money in. That's the same thing with today. If you want to get something out of today, that means you have to be willing to put in your time, put in your effort, put in your focus, and you can get what you need. We don't need you to spam the account. We don't need you to just put stuff for no reason. We need you to focus, share when asked, and just have a good time.
All right. Now, kick you out. He's going to come back in just a minute. Thanks, Chris, for hanging out with us. Chris will be back in just a minute. Here is what I want you to know. My name is Jose. We are from Rescue A Generation, and we will be seeing a lot more of you this year. In this digital space that we're living in, we want to get to know you. We don't just want you to get to know us. Today, you're going to get to hear from some of my closest friends about how we've been able to build this and how we've been able to change our lives for the better. And I cannot wait for you to see what is about to happen. Now, if you feel generous today, okay, why don't you go ahead and just hit that subscribe button. We are releasing constant content moving forward, and we would love for you to stay up to date with what's happening here at Rescue A Generation. Plus, there may be a prize on the other side of this for the subscribe button. So I want y'all to get ready to give it up for one of my brothers, one of the dopest spoken word artists that I know. His name is Brandon Christopher Allen. Y'all, in the comment section, I want you to just throw the fire emojis in the comment section. Hold on, Brandon. I'm about to wait till I see fire emojis all in the comment section, and then we will release Brandon to you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay engaged, stay hyped, stay positive. We're about to kill it today. Come on, where them fire emojis at? Fire emojis, fire emojis. As soon as you send me some fire emojis, I am going to literally welcome my brother, Brandon Allen. Here we go. Here we go. I got a lot of brothers. Michael Espinosa. I heard that. Okay. All right. Somebody call me John Cena. I see one. There we go. Here we go. All right. Now they're coming. All right, Brandon, come on up. Go ahead and talk to the people today. It's going to be a dope day.
Y'all remember my first real poem? I sat at the computer while my tears stroked the keyboard, my pain unlaid within the stanzas, and my anger lashed out in metaphors. I repeated why from line to line, questioning the character and purpose to God's design, like this one individual couldn't belong to him. Man, I thought this one distributor of sorrows and agony couldn't be cut from the same cloth as me. I mean, had I arrived from those loins? And couldn't he see that my bloodshed didn't match that from which he came to be, but yet this was my reality. And it didn't belong in your picture-perfect TV sitcom. See, I grew up in a different world where my family matters didn't fit in how my brother, mother, cousin, and uncle feel would shake up my wheels. See, I was no Fresh Prince, and my life was unfamiliar, so these different strokes would wither away in my good times. And I had no clue where I fit in. In fact, I had a skewed image of what a black man was supposed to look like. In fact, I didn't even like how I looked, so the image of anything was better than this. This is a story of an unidentified human project that was molded into something that nobody could recognize. It became a reflection of what was popular at the moment and always dressed in his best self-consciousness, wrapped in how many different shades of fake could his facade portray. Yet no one took notice. No eyes cut to his cuts that were more similar to battle wounds. He lay prostrate on a mattress made of empty solemnness. He dug holes into his soul, praying someone would come fill his voids, yet he didn't even know how to pray. He repeated practice redundancies, hoping someone heard him scream with urgency, "Please, help me." Yet silence begets silence, and it all muffled his destiny. This little boy was dying, and no one would come to his rescue, so this little boy had to discover how to tend to his own wounds. He was left mangled, a hideous atrocity. Yet if you look for his disfigurements, I promise that you wouldn't see. This little boy cried on the inside and was flooding internally and left little room for his feelings, so he wore his emotions on his sleeve. This little boy choked on his insecurities because he wasn't taught to swallow things like his pride. And I never understood why they called them memories, because he remembered everything as if life was stuck on repeat, as if life was stuck on repeat, as if life was stuck on repeat. This little boy followed the wrong path because for a minute the road to death seemed a little more pleasing. This little boy thought accolades and self-humiliating behaviors would make life more easy. This little boy was poisoned by lust and was constantly thinking that love spelled S-E-X, so he tried to repeat the things he would see. This little boy was lonely and would constantly talk to strangers because at least they heard him speak. This little boy still survives, although he tried to die repeatedly. I'll introduce you to this little boy because he still resides inside of me. Hi, I'm this little boy. Nice to meet you. I remember my first real poem. I sat at the computer while my tears stroked the keyboard. My tears stroked the keyboard. My anger lashed out in the stanzas, and I found my why. So for my pain, my past, and my future, this little boy refuses to cry anymore. Thank you. Listen. What's so interesting about that story that I wrote is I was talking about a poem that I wrote in the 8th grade. 7th and 8th grade were some of the hardest times that I ever had to endure. Going from a child who really was figuring out who he was, raised in a community that nobody looked like him, an outsider, pushed away, not felt like anybody understood what I was going through. I was in a position where I felt lost in school, then come home to feel lost in home. I felt like nothing was made for me. I dealt with pain, abuse, addiction, fear, and lived in a place where I couldn't get out. Have you ever felt like everybody abandoned you? It felt something like 2020. It felt like pandemic, like you were isolated, like you were all by yourself, like all of a sudden you left the classroom. All of a sudden you were surrounded only by you, facing a screen, facing fear, walls surrounding you. It felt like a moment of absence. Have you ever felt like you were abandoned for a moment? In 7th grade, going into 8th grade, I know that feeling. University prep middle schoolers, university prep high schoolers, I know that feeling. That feeling of feeling like everything is absent. That feeling of feeling like you've tried your hardest, but it seems like it just can't do enough to get over that hump. I know what it feels like to feel like you lost opportunity. To feel like you lost your way. To feel like the atmosphere has changed so much that you don't know what you have anymore. I can empathize with what it felt like to live through a pandemic, not just because I lived through it, but because I know what it felt like as a child to feel that kind of feeling. Where hate and anger and fear drowned you so much that success was on the other side of the world. Have you ever wanted to throw in the towel? Here's the reality. We all have been there. Myself, we've been there. Jose, he's been there. Chris, he's been there. Other friends that are sitting in this room right now have all been there. The one decision that we all chose to make is that we refuse to stay. We're in a fresh season, university prep. We're in a new opportunity, in a new space, a new school semester where we can make a decision that regardless of what was happening to us, we don't have to allow it to stay the same. I knew that if I stayed in that place, that I would drown there, that I would die there, that everything I believed in would cease to exist. I had to make a decision to come out of that place. This is what we're talking to you about today. This school year, this semester, your future is about stepping out of the place of the old, stepping out of the place of your mistakes, stepping out of the place of your failures, stepping out of the place of what you thought you would never get out of, and finding yourself secured in your destiny. This is about school, but this isn't just about school. This is about everything that you do moving forward. If you sit in this place of failure right now, you'll continue to sit in this place of failure in all situations. If you refuse to step out in school, you refuse to step out in life. If you refuse to overcome in academics, you refuse to overcome in life. This is a test for your future. University Prep, we are putting you in a challenge to step out of what feels like is too overwhelming, to step out of what feels like has weighed you down, to step out of the fear, to step out of the pain, and to step into your future. This is what you have to do. Number one, you have to make a decision that yesterday is passed away and today you have a fresh new opportunity. You have to clean your slate today. You have to erase the mistakes of your past, erase the pain that you remember, erase that opportunity and say, I know that it happened, but it doesn't have to be today. I know that it happened, but it doesn't have to be right now. I know that this became a promise and it doesn't have to be forever. Next thing you have to do is you have to take steps into what you want and forget what you were. You had to wipe away that slate, and now you have to take steps towards the what you want to get away from the what you were. As you take those steps, as you move forward, as you put everything that you can into your destiny, you will see your future come. There's a movie that I love. It's one of my favorite movies when I was a child. It's a Disney movie. Don't judge me. You can judge me if you want to, but I guarantee you it's still a great movie. This movie was Lion King. The reason why I love this movie is because it tells a story of a young boy who was promised to be king, promised to receive everything, promised to have something great, and yet his past haunted him for years. He felt like his failure, like the death that rang around his head was something he couldn't get away from, yet instead he found that overcoming his past and stepping into his future still gave him the promise. The reason why I love that story is because he had to get away from the old to run to the new. And I wrote a poem that's connected to Lion King. Let's see if you can find those spaces and connect to those things that are telling that story. This poem is called Mirror, Mirror. Is it okay if I share it? I hope it is, because I'm going to share it anyway. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Can you change the reflection to anyone else at all? Can you take away these sleepless nights where tears have become regular resident to my bedside, where loneliness has tried to enslave me to her torture? I fell to her will. Around the time I lost my own mirror, you promised me that my image would reflect his, yet this subpar picture doesn't even come close. Man, I still have memories of past pains that still stain all I put my hands to. I am made from mistakes, made of mistakes, afraid to make a mistake. I laid awake playing mental patty cake with the thoughts of my shortcomings, like you want me to free a people and part a sea, but can't you see that I'm still stuttering? And you said on this rock you would build, but instead of skipping water, I'm just submerging. And even with your outstretched hand, this fragmented man falls through the cracks of your fingers like fragmented sand. And it was clear through Joshua's life that you always had a plan, but I wonder if I wandered too far off from this promised land. Mirror, I have circled this life more than 7 times in search of truth, yet still I've only worshipped you, you Lion King. I could still hear my father's screams. You deliberately disobeyed me. And what's worse, you refused to change a thing that cut me so deep that I had to run away just so I wouldn't see this scar again. I was tired of seeing these same images. I ran to the jungle to finally find my pardon sins from my father. I could no longer move slow. I moved faster. I could still hear the voice of my guardians, deep, raw, whispering, look hard. I knew everything I thought was true was laced in faltered realities. No longer must I suffer from my own self-imposed exile. There's a land awaiting its king's return. I was born an heir to majesty. When life left just enough rope to bear a noose, I broke loose. Mirror, you finally gave me an image worth glancing. These hands could inscribe these words quick enough. Blood-drenched tablets that told the story of a father's love that played lullabies to my heart's forgiveness, freedom. Freedom tasted like the quenching of a lifetime of thirst. Barren dreams resurrected by the waters of the Nile. Fighting with denial. Resuscitating destiny that seemed to cease for a while. My father dug farther to foster where I faltered. He reignited my light until my image was altered. Mirror, it was never your job to give me identity in the first place. I said it was never your job to give us identity in the first place. We finally discovered who we were meant to be. Royalty, beautiful, a masterpiece. Royalty, beautiful, a masterpiece autographed by a designer. Signed for destiny, sealed with the promise, and made just to see that no matter how clear and dirty your past may be, you can stare into a mirror and forever be a masterpiece. Thank you guys so much. Listen, here's the truth. No matter what your past was, you can wipe that story clean. You can step into your brand new, and you can look forward towards your destiny. Hey, 2021 is our year. I don't care what 2020 was. I don't care what failure was. I don't care how many times we quit on ourselves. We have a brand new opportunity right now. I'm excited. We get a chance to invite some fresh new faces to the screen. So I want to prepare you for everybody who's ready. I'm bringing our new friend, our new brother. Yes, we said brother because we made it happen that quick. We're in friendship and bond. Yes. Make some noise in the comments. Throw the fire emojis for my guy, Chris.
Yo, what's up, family? What is up? Listen, I am super duper excited to be with you guys today. Let's just drop some more fire for Brandon. That dude is amazing. Listen, I just flew all the way from Virginia because I heard about the amazing work that Rag was doing. My good friend Jose. Y'all like Jose, man? Jose is dope, right? Jose told me that he was going to be speaking to some students this morning. And so, of course, I had to come and just tell you guys, hey, really quick, and just drop a little bit of encouragement on you guys. Listen, I have been in a strange place when I was your age, right? I remember growing up, I'm from Alabama, all right? So I live in Virginia right now, but I'm from Alabama, so I'm a little country boy, right? And I had a close family, and I got some brothers and sisters, and every time report card would come out, like all my brothers and sisters would get money, they would get snacks, they would get all the good stuff, and I would get whoopings. Let me just be honest with you. Why? Because I struggled, y'all. I struggled in school, especially in my middle school years. I struggled. And the reason why I struggled is because I had parents who would tell me all the time, Chris, we believe in you. Chris, there's greatness in you. Chris, you can do great things. You're going to go great places. You're going to do all that stuff. I heard that all of my life. But guess what? The same way I believe that about all of you, I believe that about Patricia, Jonathan, I believe that about Brian, I believe that about all of you in the comments. I believe that there is greatness inside of you. But guess what? It means nothing for me to believe that greatness is in you if you don't believe it yourself. So one of my defining moments, that's what I want to talk to you about today for just a few moments. I want to talk to you about defining moments. You have an opportunity right now to make the next few years of your life a defining moment for you. They're going to sometimes determine how you live out the rest of your life. I remember when I got into middle school, getting into high school, I had to make up my mind because listen, my last bad report card was like 2 D's and the rest F's. Like, it was bad. I don't know how y'all scored report cards out here in Cali, but for me in Alabama, that was horrible, okay? It was bad. It was really bad. And so after that moment, my mom told me, she said, Chris, I can believe in you all day, but until you believe in yourself, nothing's going to happen. And so I had this defining moment. And I started to believe in myself. And I started to say, you know what, Chris, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not going to worry about what my past was like. I'm not going to worry about what my mistakes were. I'm going to worry about how I can take a step forward today to secure my future. And when I started doing that, y'all, I started getting good grades, and I became the first person in my family, even out of all of my brothers and sisters, to graduate college. So listen, if a young brother like Chris can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Here's the key. This is what I want you to do. Look through your emojis real quick and drop some keys. Drop some keys in the comment. I'm about to give you a key. I'm about to give you some keys. Listen, keys is what did it for me. I started to look at keys, and I started to say to myself, hey, when I grow up, I want to go to great places. Like, I want to do great things. I don't want to be average. I want you to hear this, and I want you to remember this as a motto for your life from this day forward. Average is the enemy to greatness. You can't be great and average at the same time. And if you want to go great places, you got to focus on the keys. I see the keys. I want to see the keys in the comments. Drop some key emojis. Here's what I learned about a key. When you look at a key, it has these ups and downs that get cut into a key. They almost look like the beautiful like hills and valleys that you guys have out here in California. I got off the airplane and I was like, oh, I want to move here. So it's like keys have these mountains. They look like ups and downs. They're like mountains and valleys. But those specific mountains and valleys determine which doors the keys have access to. And so what does that mean for me as a 7th grader? What does that mean for me as an 11th grader? What does that mean for me going through high school and middle school right now? What that means for you is that even the negative stuff that happened in your life, it can still work for you in a positive way. The reason why I flew all the way here from Virginia to speak to you is because I had a negative situation happen in my life that was a defining moment for me. It showed me what I had the potential to do and how I could help somebody else. And some of the things that you have to walk through that seem like valleys, don't just discredit those, because those are cuts into your key. And now you're going to experience some mountains because, hey, how many of y'all going to make all A's this year? Just go ahead and drop A's. Like, this is going to be a mountaintop year for you this year. You're going to make some good grades. So just go ahead, throw the mountains up there real quick for your boy. Because listen, those hills and those valleys, they're specifically cut for the key to have access to different rooms. And let me tell you a secret. Some people are going to want to go where you're going. Some people are going to want to do what you're doing, but they don't have those cuts that you have. So yeah, maybe somebody wasn't there. Yeah, maybe your teacher a couple of years ago said something bad about you. Yeah, maybe you heard something negative about yourself. But guess what? Instead of using that to define you, you're going to say, I'm going to use that and this mountain peak of this year to give me access to something greater. If you're ready for greater, y'all, I just want you to type it real quick. Just say greater, greater, greater. I see I see the A club up here, all these A's in the comments. That's what's up. This is going to be a great year for you. It's your boy, Chris. I am so glad to meet you all, and I can't wait to see you again. Peace out. Oh, and I want you to stay tuned because
Yo, Manhood Camp, what up?
Right after this. So
Welcome to the
tuned
Cypher. We got so
check out
many
this
talented
website.
MCs in the building. We got Ruslan in the building. We got Michael, MC Valiente, Sunwo Love, and of course I go by Adam Cruz. Hey, firstborn, oh Lord. A nice kid dressing fly, plus I'm light skinned. Puerto Rican mixed the rice in the frying pan. I found peace, don't resort to the violence. I'd rather hit resorts with my wife in the island. This ain't a game, don't you play with your life, fam. Bless God up above with your right hand. You want more and it won't ever be enough. I feel the same, I can't milli just to say I did it once. A young role model, never knew no role models. In rap music, they just pop pills and throw bottles. In my music, there's a whole world who don't follow. Rather see more doctors and lawyers, employers. There's more to life than just for your enjoyment. I see change in your veins, don't avoid it. Too many kids who don't know that they priceless. Now Ruslan up next, cause you know he the nicest.
Hey yo, call me the brains, call me the mastermind, call me the leader. But I think that's asinine. See, I don't rhyme slow, and I don't spit the fastest rhymes, but I could get the same quality done in half the time. Call me a machine, I am like a robot. Don't put your hand there, man, I'm telling you that the stove's hot. I don't deal with stage fright, call me when the day's right. Bottom line, please don't ever call me on my my date night. Chilling with my wife, right? Trying to get my life right. Why these dudes at the festival having a pie fight? Yes, I am a grown man, working with my own hands. I am not a barbarian, they don't call me Conan O'Brien. I'm lying, I'm flying all over the world and thinking back to Incas and Mayans. Them Incas and Mayans, desire and Zion. Bottom line is we either lions or liars.
Vibras positivas. Regresé con la música que te activa. Vamos para arriba, vamos para arriba. Me dijeron MC, usa tu lengua nativa. Plebe por aquí, plebe por allá. Vamos para adelante. Oye, no me voy a quitar sentimientos ambivalentes en este ciclo donde siempre cambia el ambiente. Francotirador desde el piso 32. La maldad a todo lo que da. Ayúdanos, Señor. 59 muertos en un concierto en el desierto o el diablo anda suelto y molesto, pero lo reprendo. Espíritu Santo dentro de mí como un incendio y dispuesto a atravesar todo esto. Amigo, tú no sabes de lo que yo estoy compuesto.
Yeah, I'm back with my backpack from way back then. Young black boy, I was backed up with no backup. Life had me sitting on the back end. Back then, they didn't want me. Now they saying, Mike, you better tap in. All these other rappers cap in. Big cap in. Like, had to turn on sage mode. Everything we prayed for. Giving rappers halos. What you think I'm out here digging all these graves for? City full of angels, riding with the same woes. Yeah, I've been hotboxing depression, entertaining my potential while conversating with heaven. I'm trying to fight these demons with sabotage as my weapon, but God came down and he made a better connection. That's a higher link. Yeah, I had a higher link. Princess was in dire need. Her drive was on flatline tiring. Yeah, I had to move the fake things. I'm trying to get my Eden back, so I had to get my snakes wings.
Dear Father, you done it again. How my saliva hit like lava, like MacGyver got a gun in my pen. Dear Abba God, you cover my sins. Bust a euro on the Federal Bureau, too bright for government lenses. I never been a sucker for mentions, but some of y'all forgot like dementia. 16s will convince you. Ooh, like a reporter, we gon' bring the good news. We write history in schools, cause y'all got it confused. The bald eagle now is Desert Eagle. We the people turn to free the people. Wait until you see the sequel. I'm 10 toes like a pair of cleats. Wisdom from the paraclete. A lot of y'all rappers more Meryl Streep. Talking about killers, but more like Ben Stiller. Your blue still is ill, but your lines is derelict. Ugh. Only God could take trash and make it gold. Look at me, was like them, now I shine like whoa. Bow.
Right now. Hey, look, those were some of my closest friends, and they are killing it in the music game. I hope you enjoyed them. Why don't you right now in the comment section, let me know who you thought was the best one. I want to see which one did you like the most. Was it the one at the end on the front? Was it Ruslan in the middle? Let me know who you thought was the best. Sunwo at the end. So look, this has been a lot of fun so far. I have to remind you to please keep your comments appropriate. You will not win a prize with inappropriate comments. We will not allow it or tolerate it, and we will block you for your comments. So please don't do that, y'all. We don't want to block you. We're having a good time. We hope you're having a good time. I see somebody, Jose Flores says all of them. Angelo, okay, I'm speechless. That was amazing. Okay, all right. Forgot their names. All right, that's cool. The Spanish man. All right. MC Valiente. Okay. Sunwo Love. Yes. I'm loving it. Now, look, they were all incredible. You can go find them all on social media. They're dope. Do not miss a chance to go and follow them. Now, I want to share a little bit of my story with you. We got a couple more minutes together. As we come together again, here is what we need. I need you to pay attention, to follow along, because now is where you're going to get a chance to start winning some prizes. If you are doing things out of line, out of pocket, you will forfeit your chance to win anything. But just bear with us for a few minutes as we jump into this. So let me tell you a little bit of my story, and it goes like this. Long nights, street fights, street life. Yeah, all it offered me was a bucket of pain and strife. But see, I was chilling with my friends trying to make some dividends. I was living so destructive, but I kept the latest trends. You see, my vision was so obstructed that I could never see the end, the path that I was taking, the mistakes that I was making. But none of that would ever really matter to me, because I was in Wonderland chilling with my Mad Hatter, you see. You see, I thought I had it all figured out. Yeah, look at boy there. He's as cool as can be. I thought that it was last, but it had to pass like gas. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but see, I was such a dummy. You see, me, I traded real happiness and family for money. And I thought the world would love me, but I was just young and dumb because she chewed me up and spit me out like no flavored gum. Here, there was no black and white. There were so many shades of gray. Here, there was no night and day. There were so many shades of gray. And one day, when I was your age, I had to make a choice that something has to change. And the only reason I stand in front of you today is because of the decision I made that day. Hey, listen, right now, we're all in the middle of a pandemic. Every one of us are living in this distance, digital learning, and probably majority of us are struggling trying to keep up and process all that's happening. And then if you factor in the family issues, the craziness in the household, what's happening in your neighborhood, on your block, then you really gotta give yourself some credit, the fact that you're staying in the game. Today, here's what I need you to know. I need you to know that the only reason Jose right now is 34 years old, the only reason we're talking to you today was because when I was in 9th grade, I know some of y'all are in 9th grade right there, 7th grade, I was acting out, 8th grade, I was acting out, in 9th grade, I made one decision. One moment in 9th grade began to change everything else about the future of my life. It was one thing, one moment. Now here's what I need you to know. There is this moment right here. All of you are watching the exact same thing. Come on, I see you in the comment sections. Alice, Peter, Bianca, or Blanca. I see you, Leslie. All of you are listening to me talk to you right now. Every single one all have the exact same moment. And in this moment, you have the exact same opportunity. You can make a choice today. You can choose to go on and do whatever you want to do, live however you want to live, and continue to do things that may not end you up in a good situation. Or you can hear a guy like me who, growing up majority of my childhood, my dad was a drug dealer. By the age of 12, I got jumped into a gang. By the age of 14, was arrested for stealing cars. I was on a direct path to going nowhere really fast. In fact, my mom, out of her own mouth, told me that if I never would have changed, she knew that by the time I was 18 years old, I would have been dead or in jail. Literally, those were my two options, dead or in jail. But when I was a freshman in high school, I had a decision that I had to make. I can continue on the path that I was taking at that moment, or I could make the choice that I could be the change. I could start to change my attitude. I could start to change my behavior. I could start to change everything about me. And it was that moment, that choice, that everything began to shift. Now here's the crazy part, y'all. When I made the choice that I was going to change, my family didn't change. My neighborhood didn't change. I was still living in the same place. My school didn't change. But there was something inside of me that I knew if I capitalized on this moment right here, I could change. It was that moment that everything began to shift. It would take years till I began to see my family change. To this day, my dad's no longer a drug dealer. My dad and me have a great relationship. My sister, my mom, we love each other. We are in a good place as a family. But it took me to be the first one, as a little Latino boy, to make that change. And today, I think that could be you also. I think you watching this right now tells me a lot about you. Number one, you're engaged. Number one, you're listening. But number two, you got a choice to make today. You could be the one that changes everything in your family. Come on, I went on to be the first person in my entire family with a college degree. And listen, here's how it's crazy. My first year of college, your boy flunked every class. So you don't even got to be smart, y'all. Like, I flunked every class. but I got a 4-year college degree right now because of that decision I made that day. Here's how I want to end this today. When I was in college, I learned a few things along the way. I learned some dance moves. In fact, me and some friends started a dance team while we were in college, and we began to travel across the country and dance on a regular basis. And as I started this dance team, there were 3 things I learned about dancing that helped me change forever. And I want to teach you these 3 things. If you're listening to this, the first thing I need you to know is in order to make the changes, you got to learn to follow some instructions. I want you to type that in the comment section. Say, follow some instructions. Now, you got to follow the right instructions. Everybody's trying to tell you what to do. You got to ask yourself, who is telling me the right thing to do? Start following the right instructions. So for me, I was a dancer, but I actually do not have rhythm. It's kind of sad, I know, don't laugh at me, but I don't have rhythm. And so when I was learning to dance, I had to pay close attention to the beat, to the instructions. As we were doing the choreography, I had to learn how to follow instructions. In fact, let's do this together. I see you, Katie, said, I would love to dance. I'm going to teach you a dance that you could go on to TikTok today, and you could do this dance on your own. I've taught this dance to thousands of kids across the nation. You can go literally and start a dance today. Here we go. All right. If you know how to follow instructions, I'm going to teach you a dance. First point is follow instructions. Here we go. You ready? I want you to put your hands up just like this. As your hands are lifted like this, follow instructions. You're going to learn a dance today. Here we go. I want you to drop it, turn it, pull it together, and pull it apart. All right. You should be able to have a square you are looking at me through. Now listen to me, y'all. If you're not doing it, that's okay. It don't hurt my feelings none. But if you do this, you will learn how to follow some instructions. You're going to learn a dance you can go do on TikTok literally today. All right, here we go. Back to the beginning. Drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart. Some of y'all probably got triangles, circles. I don't know how you did that, but you should have like a rectangle. All right, stay here. You're going to follow me. So you're going to drop it, open it up, turn it, pull it together, make a box. All right. I see some people saying, hey, look, I don't dance. I get you. Don't worry if you don't dance. All you got to do is follow instructions, and you'll learn this. Point number 1 on how to change your life is learn how to follow instructions. You ready? Drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart, pull it together. Open it up, turn it, pull it together. Here's the hardest part of the whole dance. If you got this, ready? Make a box. All right? If you can do the box right here, you got the entire dance. Point number 2 of learning how to change your life. Follow instructions and get in sync with the right people. Do you know when I was dancing with my friends, as we began to do the dance moves, have you ever seen a YouTube dance team and you saw one of the people that was off? They wasn't hitting the beat the right way. They were in sync with the wrong thing, right? Point number 2 is you got to get in sync with the right people. You get in sync with the right people, and you're going to begin to see your life begin to change. So here we go. You will go up like this, drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart, pull it together, open it up, turn it, pull it together, make a box. All right. You should have a box. Here we go. Pull it together. Somebody said the box is hard. I see you. You got this. Now you ready? Flip it, drop it, drop it. All right, you ready? I'm going to go back here. Are you ready? Drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart, pull it together, open it up, turn it. Pull it together, make a box. You ready? Here we go. Pull it together, flip it. Drop it, drop it. All right? Now flip it again. We're almost done with the whole thing. Here's point number 3. If you want to change your life, you need to focus on the right thing and give it your all. You know, I've danced on stages literally in front of thousands of people. And we had a dance team of 3 people. So the more people in the audience, the harder we had to hit the dance moves. Why? Because if I got up there just doing little dance moves, people in the very back would have never been able to see my moves. Why? I had to give it all my energy. When you begin to focus on the right thing and you give it all your energy. Right now, school should be that thing that you're giving all your energy to. All of you have the ability to give all your energy to something, someone, somewhere. Giving it all your energy will literally help you to begin to change. Point number 1, follow instructions. Point number 2, get in sync with the right people. And point number 3, give it all your energy. We're almost done with the dance, and I'm going to invite my friends back up, and we got some prizes to give away. If you're doing this dance, if you go on Instagram and do this dance, or TikTok and do this dance, and you tag Rescue A Generation, Rescue A Gen, we got something for you. Here we go. Back to the beginning. Drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart, pull it together, open it up, turn it, pull it together, make a box, pull it together, flip it, drop it, flip it, pull it apart, flip it, pull it together, put your hands like this, point at me. I want you to throw it up and then hit a whoa with me. All right, listen up. The dance in the beginning is not going to look the best. Why? Because you're just not learning it. But the more you learn to follow instructions, the more you get in sync with the right people, and the more you give it all your energy, the better the dance looks. Last time through, I'm going to go kind of fast. I hope you can keep up. Drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart, pull it together, open it up, turn it, pull it together, make a box, pull it together, flip it, drop it, flip it, pull it apart, flip it, pull it together, put your hands like this, point at me, throw it up. Whoa. Hey, listen. I don't know what your story is yet. I don't know what this day, this week, this month, this year, the last 5 years have brought you. Here's what I do know. You got a choice to make today. That choice will determine what the next several years look like for you. If you need to change today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to drop in the comment section, I'm changing. I'm changing. Now look, don't do this if you don't mean it. If you are going to change today, I want you to drop in the comment section, I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm looking for you. I'm changing. I see Mrs. Hatcher. Hello, Miss Hatcher. Kevin Melendez. Here we go. If that's you, if you're like, hey, I need to make some changes, I'm going to make that choice today. I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm looking for you right now. I know I see you. Jamar, I see you. I see you. The Holy One, I see you. Yeah. I see you, Jesse. Yep. Now, here's something I used to learn a long time ago. Don't just talk about it, now be about it. Don't tell me you're going to change and not go make any changes. Follow the instructions of the right people. Get in sync with the right people. And give it all you have this year. And I promise you'll see the rest of your life begin to change before your own eyes. I'm going to invite my guy Brandon and Chris to come on back. Woo! Man, look at them. Look at them. Look at all the people making the decisions.
Everybody's going to change. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. I'm loving it.
Everybody, real quick, as you're writing, I'm changing. Do me a favor and throw some emojis, some fire emojis in the chat for my guy, Jose Rodriguez. He did that today. Yeah. Trust me, listen, it's so important that you not only follow directions, but you will make a decision that your directions lead to change. Great job, sir. Man, you killed that, bro.
We made it, right? Here we go. I'm good. All right. We're changing, right?
We're changing.
All right.
Listen.
Now, we got some things we want to give away.
We want to do this for you.
Yeah. So, we got some AirPod Pros we want to give away. Let's ask a few questions. Let's get them engaged a little bit. I need you to give me one thing you remember about Brandon's talk, okay? This is going to help us, see who's really engaged, who's really connected, who's really paying attention. Give me one thing you remember about Brandon's talk. It's going to take a couple of seconds because there's a little bit of a lag.
Fire.
The fire emojis are going up right now. Let's go. I'm loving it. One thing you remember about Brandon's talk. All right, it's coming.
Let's see.
Oh, they're moving quick. Okay. All right.
See what they remember.
Okay.
One thing you remember about my talk.
Simba. I saw Simba on there.
Simba. Lightning.
Okay.
Simba.
Anybody else? What's
Little
one
boy.
thing you remember about Brandon's talk? Lion King.
Hey, that's
Little
my
boy.
favorite movie too.
Yeah. Hey. Somebody said Little Boy. I see the Lion King.
It's going
The
up.
Mirror. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I better remember
Somebody
these
said he
buses.
was scared. Okay. He was very scared and lonely.
Yes,
yeah?
I was. That's good.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's tough. All right. You ready?
I have a question. Okay,
All right,
it's not a
all right.
question. What are the what connects to the keys that my boy Chris was talking about? What are those things that connect to the keys? There was something specific. It was two things that connected to the keys. You remember that?
Yep, I remember.
I remember
Two things
that.
that make
two
up the
things
key,
that
right?
make up the key, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I want to see if they remember what the
I
keys
see the
about.
poem. I see the Lion. They love the Lion King. I
Yeah,
mean,
I see
y'all
they
better be some
like
Lion King fans. I'm a Lion King fan too.
Simba.
So, all right, here we go. The keys. Okay, I see keys. But what were the two things? There was two things he said that connected the keys. I'm looking for an answer, very specific answer. Two things.
I
Hills.
see it.
Hills.
Okay.
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 It's Danny. I see you.
Let's slow down on this one.
Mountains. Okay. Okay. You did mention mountains. There was two things. So what was the other
Mountain
one?
Valley.
Okay. Who was that? Sungaya.
Okay.
Sungaya.
They remember. They remember.
Look, I'm sorry.
Mountains and the valleys.
I don't know how to say your name, your screen name.
Hey,
But
it was funny how everybody slowed down on
They
these
did.
guys.
Yeah.
They said, "Whoop." Got
Alright,
it.
Now everybody say. Now everybody gonna say it.
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
All right. I think this is a good segue to figure out who's going to be our grand prize winner. What you think?
All right. Yeah.
All right, so here's how you can make sure that you are the grand prize winner. Now, this is going to take some quickness, this is going to take some effort, and this is going to take you paying attention. This is what you have to do.
Hold on. What they remember about mine?
Okay. He want to know.
I wanna know.
What you remember about Jose's, real quick? He said, let him know.
Let me know. Man, they're going on the mountains and valleys. They're going in.
What y'all remember about Jose's? I remember a bunch of stuff. What y'all remember?
Oh, average is the enemy to greatness. That was good. That
Okay.
comes from-
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody dropped a bar in there. The ups and
dug
downs,
in,
mountains
huh?
and valleys. All right.
Somebody was really paying attention.
Yo, Nelson, you ready? You got your phone ready? It's about to get real in just a second.
It's about to get super real. If all y'all should get on the IG and check it right now.
All right, here we go. Somebody said, family is key. We got to change. All right, I see. Okay. All right, made a change.
Yeah, let's buy.
All right. All right.
Change.
Okay, they're going in. Oh, there we go. I didn't. Oh, okay. Jail thing. All right.
That's good. I'm glad you guys are paying attention.
Yeah,
That's so
for real.
important.
All right.
All right.
Now you ready
Now we ready.
for the grand
All
prize
right, so
winner?
this is how we get the grand
go.
prize. So this is what you got to do to win the grand prize today. There's a couple of things. Number one, first you have to go follow us. Number two,
at
At-
on Instagram at Rescue A Gen. Okay.
so follow us at Rescue Agent. Go right now. Follow us. First, you have to follow us. Second, you have to like the last post. Our
The
very
last
last
post.
post we just made. You
Hit
have to
that
go
like
like
button.
it. Then you have to comment and tag a friend in the post.
So comment with a name of a friend in the last post. Make sure you tag them
gotta tag
in our
them
very
in the
last post.
post.
We're celebrating Black History Month all month long.
And
It's a dope
last,
post.
you have to share the post in your story.
Oh, and share it in
got
your
to
story.
share it in your
and then
story.
tag us in your story. Let
so
us
that
know.
way we can know.
That way we will
It's in
know
order. It's in
that
time
you absolutely
stamp.
did that.
So once you've done all those things, we can count it, we can check it, and we know that you're done.
Yep. And then we will look for the person that does it, and we will send, and we're literally going to make the announcement in just a couple of seconds. Nelson, as soon as you see somebody tag us in the Insta stories, I want to know, Islam, I'm so sorry you don't have an Insta. But are you excited for youth group? Somebody said, are you excited? I'm excited for youth group. Let's go. I'm sorry if you don't have
You don't need
Insta.
AirPods.
We haven't thought about that. Hey, listen, if you feel generous today, if you like the talk today, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're going to continue to do things like this, and we want you to be locked in with us. So hit that subscribe button.
I'm so sorry
right
you don't
there
have an
where you
Amy
are.
said she did it.
No.
All right, you got to like it.
We'll see.
We got to follow us at Rescue a Gen, like the post, comment and tag a friend in the post, and then share it in your stories tagging us. That's how we know you did it.
Like, comment, tag a friend, share it in your stories, tag us in your Insta stories. That's how we're really going to know if you did it. All right? Here we go. All right. Go ahead, holler at the people. I'm going to go check out the results.
All right, guys, here we go. We're going to see who's winning. We're going to make sure we come back with the winner for you. But I just want to thank you guys for allowing us to be here, to be present, to connect with you. It's been amazing. It's been fun. The energy's been high. Your comments have been going up. For the most part, you've been respectful. There's been a couple of people who've been disrespectful, but we think that's spam. So we're not worried about you. We believe in you, and we thank you all. University Prep from 7th grade all the way to 11th grade. You showed up for us, and we're going to show up for you. Listen, I don't know if you had the opportunity to be one of the ones selected to hang out with us during our success clubs, but if you are, make sure you show up on Mondays and Wednesdays. We're doing something really special with a special group of students, and we're hanging out every Monday and Wednesday during our success clubs. It's going to be something that's empowering, encouraging, and we're having a chance to really connect with students. So if you're one of the ones who've been able to do it, hey, I'm looking forward to see you Monday and Wednesday. If not, maybe next time you guys can send a message to your teachers and let them know, hey, I want to be a part of the success clubs and hang out with these cool guys and get myself more successful moving forward. And we love to work with you as well. We're about to give you right now the winner. Here he comes, coming to the stage, the guy with the hat on, Mr. Jose Rodriguez, who's winning.
All right, we got the winner. Your IG handle is EME Romero.
EME Romero.
I think there was like an underscore in there. EME Romero. EME Romero. When you tell us who you are in the comment section, we will send your information to your principal. We will also send the AirPod Pros to your school. EME Romero. Romero. Here we go. Here we go. Are you in here still? EME Romero. I'm looking for you. I am looking for you.
Going once.
EME Romero.
Going once.
Somebody, oh, Emily Romero, I see you. She said that is me. Hey. Emily Romero, you are the winner today. Congratulations. Y'all celebrate Emily in the comment section. Give her a high five emoji. And hey, listen, real talk. We hope you enjoyed today. Now, we got some more work on this campus.
Listen,
right?
I just finished telling them about the fact that we're hanging out with a bunch of students for our success clubs Monday and Wednesday every single week for the next 10 weeks. Look, we're looking forward to doing that work with you, getting in with you. If you're one of the select students that get to join us, make sure you're showing up. Make sure you're on time because it is going to be amazing, 7th through 9th graders. Hey, we want to continue to grow with you. We want to continue to build with you. So please let us know how we can connect. We know it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that time.
We are about to log off here. Thank you so much for joining us. We love and appreciate you, University Prep. We will